Hello, ninth standard. Have a nice day. Have a good day. Ninth standard CBSE children. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to do video number 14 as chapter 7, a new topic, diversity in living organisms. I hope you have done previous exams also well. I hope you find it easy. Is it not? Any doubt? During doubt clearing session, without any hesitation, please ask. Right? Today's topic, diversity in living organisms. What do we know? Living organisms, we know. Yeah? Plants, animals, and microbes. What is diversity? A wide variety of presence of plants and animals. Diverse na அப்படியே பறந்து கிடக்கிறது சொல்ல விரிஞ்சு கிடக்கிறது that is right. So diversity in living organisms. What do you understand by that actually? For example, things around us. We have living and non-living things. Is it not? Now when we take non-living things, we have first at home we have another table, chair, book, door, mat, cot, mat, they are all non-living things. Living things as example, we say our parents, brother, sister, or any other elders, relatives at home. They are all living things. Then when we come out of the house, we find other living things as animals, dog, cat, hen, cock, plus plants, all different kinds of plants. So these are all diversity in living organisms, right? So in our book, we are going to do diversity in living organisms. First, in our book, are we, your brother and sister, are of the same height? It is definitely not. And our parents are also of not same height. Then does your nose look exactly like your friend's nose? Irkuma? Definitely not. Then is your handspan the same as your friend's handspan and they way? நம்ம கையும் கையிலோட பாம்பு இன்னொருத்தரோட ஒன்று போல் இருக்குமா? இருக்காது. So this is differences. Yeah. So this differences, அது வந்து say it is an identity. Otherwise we are saying. So if we were to compare ourselves and our friends with the monkey நம்மளும் ஒன்றா கண்டிப்பாக கிடையாது இல்லையா? So at the same time நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோடு பார்க்குறது we have some common characters as we have our same similar body build, நல்ல ஃபுல்லாக ஹியூமன் பீயிங்கோட பாடி பார்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். Whereas for monkey it is not so, but they have common characters. Monkeys are vertebrates, we are also vertebrates. What are vertebrates? Animals with the backbone. They are known as vertebrate animals. Yes? So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு difference. Another activity ஒன்று கொடுத்துருக்கு. We have heard desi cow and jersey cow. இந்த பசுமாடு இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதில் வந்து ரெண்டு வெரைட்டி பார்க்குறோம். One is called desi cow, another one is jersey cow. Desi and jersey cow. And both of them looking differently. Both of them will look differently, but both of them will yield good quality of milk. Maybe quantity differ. In what way? ஒரு கவ் வந்து 2 லிட்டர் பால் கறந்ததுன்னா ஜெர்சி வந்து 5 லிட்டர் பால் கறக்கும். இந்த மாதிரி டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். சரியா? ஸோ in somehow between the living organisms we differentiate. Some of us, they are not same. So think upon the different form in which life occurs on earth. As on one hand we have microscopic bacteria of a free few micrometer in size. They are invisible. And while on the other hand, we have blue whale, gigantic animal, and redwood tree, the tallest animal in California. They have approximate size of 30 meters and 100 meters respectively. Another redwood of California 100 meters tall, and blue whale on the 30 meters in size, right? And some pine trees living in live for thousands of years. நமக்கு அதோட ஏஜ் இன்னி வரைக்கும் தெரியாது. While insects like mosquitoes die within few days. Insects like mosquitoes will die within few days. So like that, there are range, there are variation, there are differences between the animals. Are you clear? So this is the basis for classification. First, this basis, it was Greek thinker Aristotle. It was a Greek thinker Aristotle classified animal on the basis of presence of habitat. Habitat is the place where the living organisms live. So it was Aristotle. For basis of classification, Aristotle is a Greek scientist who first identified the presence of animals on land. Land is the habitat. I hope you can follow this. So this is a very simple way of looking at life. Same time, example, animals that live in sea. What are all underwater animals? They are corals, whales, octopus, starfish, and shark. Examples. What are all? Coral, whale, octopus, starfish, and shark. Right? So we can immediately see that they are found in water. So their habitat is same. But at the same time, starfish is different from fish, normal fish, what we are seeing here. Starfish, it is an invertebrate, whereas fish is a vertebrate. Adliye difference. Again, another starfish invertebrate without backbone, fish vertebrate, where the presence of notochord is appearing from this fish as class species. So these are all common characters. Another common, only habitat. They are aquatic form. So there is no good as many way of making group of organisms. So in a given organisms, what are all common? Adu mattum nama first basis of classification ku porom. So for this we use the term characteristics. We use the term characteristic. First வந்து common character னு பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? Common character, அதுல வந்து characteristics னா என்னதுன்னு பார்க்கணும். What do you understand by characteristics? For example, starfish, இப்போ பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா? Starfish, whale, normal fish, octopus, they are all found in water. So அதுக்கு வந்து aquatic habitat. அது ஒரு characteristicனு சொல்லணும். At the same time, fish, octopus they have different body structure. So அந்த மாதிரி identify பண்றது characteristic. Their body structure specifically, when they are differentiated, that forms the characteristics. So what is meant by characteristics? That is the classifying diverse group of organisms. We need to find ways in which some of them are similar than others. These ways, similar or dissimilar kandupidikkiradha appearance or behavior. We based on appearance or behavior, otherwise form and function. Form their external structure, body form, that is form, and behavior. Behavior based on the function, how do they carry out their activities, right? So first common characters we analyze, and then characteristics, whether they are form and function. Based on the characteristics as form and function, form and functions, animals are classified. So here again, form and function, as what we mean characteristic is a particular form and function. That is, most of us have 5 fingers in our hand. That is characteristics. At this time, with that we can run, but banyan tree cannot. Banyan tree, it is a living thing, but it cannot run. Yeah, but it can move only their body parts. So based on that, we have difference between living and plants and animals. Difference between plants and animals. Living things move from place to place, whereas plants, animals will move from place to place in search of food, shelter, and to escape from the enemies or predators, whereas plants are fixed. They cannot move from place to place. Same time they can move their body parts, plant parts, as leaves will grow, and then branches of trees and leaves will move during gentle breeze or during storm. A cyclone, right? So we understand some characteristics are decided as being more fundamental than others, right? For example, nama bookla kuthukku, the stones used will have different size and shape. Normally, ஒரு building கட்டறனா என்ன பண்ணுவா, as biggest stone எல்லாம் அடியில ஃபவுண்டேஷனுக்கு போடுவா இல்லையா? ஸோ அந்த பிக்கெஸ்ட் ஸ்டோன் ஃபவுண்டேஷனில் போட்டுட்டே வரும்போது the size and shape வந்து எப்படி ஃபிட் ஆகுதுங்கிறத பார்க்குறோம். And then slowly they build up the wall, right? அதே சமயம் the topmost வாலுக்கு வந்து பெரிய பாறாங்கல்ல வைக்க மாட்டாங்க, is it not? So the strongest basementக்கு வந்து நல்ல biggest stone போடுறதுனால that basement size and shape will decide further development of the building. அதே மாதிரி தான் living thingsலையும் what is the base, that is whether the living things are formed of cells. நம்ம அடுத்தது படிப்போம் cells, structure of cell, as cell is the structural and functional unit of life. நம்ம சாப்டர்ல படிச்சிருக்கோம்ல, structure of cell நம்ம படிச்சிருக்கோம்ல, same way cell is the structural and functional unit of life. சரியா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பேஸ்மெண்ட் போட்டு it has to come up. So the stones in the lowermost layer are like the characteristics that decide the broadest division among the living organisms. They are independent of any other characters in their effect on their form and function. The characteristic in the next level will be depending on previous one and will decide the variety in the next level. அதே மாதிரி ஒன்னொன்னும் அப்படி டிஃபர் டிசைட் ஆகுதா, we call it as hierarchy of classification. சரியா? So hierarchy as highest kingdom, it is as plant kingdom or animal kingdom, and then is the phylum or division, where phylum, we use the term phylum for animals and division for plants. So kingdoms we say Plantae or Animalia, and then phylum for animal, division for plants, then further class, order, family, genus, species. Are you clear? I repeat, the hierarchy of classification: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. I repeat, kingdom, phylum or division, class, order, family, genus and species. So this is the hierarchy of classification. And then this hierarchy, it is mainly as before and then it is mainly as whether it is unicellular or multicellular, and then it is again it is will prepare their own food or not, and then it can prepare it can perform it can prepare own food now, whether they can undergo the process photosynthesis or not. And then whether it is organs of locomotion ஏதாவது இருக்கா இல்லையா, இந்த மாதிரி டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் பார்த்து they are hierarchy of classification. அது வந்து one by one நம்ம படிப்போம். Right? And then here classification and evolution என்ன சொல்றது, all living things are identified. ஒரு நிமிஷம் go through பண்ண hierarchy go through பண்ண ஒரு நிமிஷம். Have you done? As kingdom, phylum or division, class, order, family, genus, species. So all living things are identified and categorized on the basis of body design, in form and function. Then the first. Then some characteristics are likely to make more wide-ranging changes in the body design than others. There is a role of time as this well. As once certain body design comes into existence, it will shape the effect of all other subsequent design changes. It is because whether it is already present or not. Then classification of life, whether it is closely related to evolution. For evolution, it is as study of the past. Most life forms that we see today have arisen by an accumulation of changes in the body design that allow organism possessing them to survive better. It was Charles Darwin who first described the idea of evolution in the year 1859 in his book Origin of Species. Charles Darwin. Normally he is as a father of evolution. Okay. And then when we connect lower unicellular single cell lower most and highly advanced they are higher group. Okay. So for this hierarchy, we come across first as eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. What do you understand? Prokaryotic cell will have prokaryotic cell as first functional unit in our cell structure and function and the just recollect. Prokaryotic cell, they are unicellular and nucleus, it is represented by incipient nucleus or nucleoid. There is no nuclear membrane and nucleolus. It is just represented by genetic material alone. This occurrence of nucleus with the genetic material alone, it is called incipient nucleus or nucleoid. That is for prokaryotic cell. And most of the animals which are prokaryote, they are unicellular. Right? Whereas eukaryotic cell, prona before nucleus, appearance of nucleus before, and eukaryotic they are true nucleus. They are provided with the well organized nucleus as nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, inner to that nucleolus and chromosome as chromatin network. This is eukaryotic structure. So we say prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic structure. Right? So this is the basis of classification. Presence of prokaryotes or eukaryotes, unicellular and multicellular. Whereas unicellular na single cell, multicellular many cells. As again by further division of the zygote formed as a result of fertilization, that is fusion of male and female gamete. It undergoes a series of changes. There are multicellular organisms as outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endodermal cells are formed. So we say cell, tissue, organ system and adult form. I repeat, cell, tissues, organ system and adult form. This is multicellular organisms. Otherwise, they have division of labor. Cells that group together to form a single organism use the principle division of labor. One function of one organ and organ system will carry out. Right? So in such a body design, all cells would not be identical. Instead, group of cells will carry out specialized functions. This makes the very basic distinction in the body designs of the organism. I hope you are able to follow this. So, first unicellular, multicellular. Multicellular na many layers and they are meant for division of labor, and then as cell, tissue, organ systems, right? And then whether these cells, whether they perform photosynthesis or not. So organisms which can perform photosynthesis, they are grouped under autotroph, and another they are as heterotroph. This is another difference, basis for classification, right? In this, plants can prepare their own food by the process photosynthesis, so they are as autotroph or producers, whereas the animals cannot prepare their own food. They depend on other organisms for food, so they are heterotrophs. They are called heterotrophs. I hope you understand after this. So based on this, the hierarchy is developing. So based on this, the level animals, they are grouped into different hierarchy. I hope you are able to follow this. After this, are able to follow. The next, we will come to 5 kingdom classification. Okay. So, I repeat hierarchy, kingdom, phylum or division. Phylum or division, phylum and animals division plants. So, and then class, order, family, genus, species. So now 5 kingdom. It was Whittaker. It was R.H. Whittaker. R.H. Whittaker classified these organisms into 5 kingdoms. R.H. Whittaker classified these organisms into 5 kingdoms. Right? So now this is called 5 kingdom concept by or developed by R.H. Whittaker. Spelling W-H-I-T-T-A-K-E-R. Whittaker. Okay. So prokaryotes and eukaryotes, and then unicellular prokaryotes, they have incipient nucleus. Organisms, plants and animals, they are included under prokaryotes having single cell and no well-defined nucleus. Whereas eukaryotes, they are further as unicellular and multicellular. They are as unicellular and multicellular. Whereas unicellular, we included only one kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Unicellular, he included only one kingdom as kingdom Protista. I hope you can understand this. Unicellular kingdom Protista, whereas multicellular, he further classified, he further considered the character as presence of cell wall, absence of cell wall. So we have with the cell wall, without cell wall. So here multicellular, many celled organism as ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, they are differentiated into organ systems. With the cell wall, presence of cell wall, without cell wall, absence of cell wall. Now under cell wall, with the cell wall, fungi and kingdom Plantae, whereas without cell wall, kingdom Animalia. I repeat, with the cell wall, again they are organism which can take part in photosynthesis. They are classified as kingdom Plantae. Whereas kingdom Fungi, they have cell wall but not capable of doing photosynthesis. Whereas Animalia, without cell wall, they are organisms without cell wall are grouped under kingdom Animalia. We just go through with continue. So multicellular, I repeat, they are classified based on the presence of cell wall as with the cell wall, without cell wall. And under with the cell wall, there is plants which cannot prepare their own food. They are included under kingdom Fungi. Whereas plants which can prepare their food, they are included under kingdom Plantae. Right? So now we will see just one by one as kingdom as important characteristics of five kingdom classification by RH Whittaker. First one, kingdom as first we have it as Protista, and then kingdom Monera, and then kingdom first Protista, kingdom Monera, first kingdom Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. Eukaryotes, they are kingdom Monera. This is kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera, and then unicellular is the Protista, and then we have Fungi. So this is first kingdom, Protista, second kingdom, Fungi, third, Plantae, fourth, Animalia, 5. So these are the 5 kingdoms as Whittaker classified. Kingdom Monera, that includes all prokaryotes. Then Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. So now Monera, organism that do not have defined nucleus or organelles. Organelles are membrane bound organelles. They are present inside the cytoplasm as mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosome, lysosome. They are membrane bound organelles. And in kingdom Monera, they are absent. On the other hand, they show diversity based on many other characters as cell wall. Some will have cell wall, others do not. And then what is it? Body design, some having or not having cell wall in multicellular organism. And mode of nutrition, it is either autotrophs or heterotroph. Right? Autotroph na organism which can prepare their own food. The presence of chloroplast is a must. And it includes bacteria, blue-green algae, or it is also known as cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. Example for kingdom Monera enala as blue-green algae or cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. So here this is textbook example. This is bacteria and here it is Anabina. Anabina and blue-green algae. Example for prokaryotes as kingdom Monera. Are you clear? Then kingdom Protista. There are many kinds of unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Some of them they use appendages as hair-like cilia or flagella or for locomotion. Locomotory organs in kingdom Protista, it is hair-like cilia or whip-like flagellum. And their mode of nutrition can be autotroph or heterotroph. Example, unicellular algae, diatom and protozoa. Unicellular algae, diatom and protozoa. That is for kingdom Protista. They are unicellular and multicellular. They are unicellular and eukaryotic organism first. And then they use appendages in the hair-like cilia and whip-like flagella for locomotion. Second point. Right? Their mode of nutrition and the autotroph or heterotroph. I hope you understand. 3 characteristic features are given in your textbook. I repeat, unicellular eukaryotic organism, appendages cilia and flagella, cilia or flagella, and they are autotrophs or heterotrophs. Example, algae, unicellular algae, diatom and protozoans. Example, unicellular algae, diatom and protozoans. Example, kingdom Protista. I hope you understand. Then third one, kingdom Fungi. Third one, kingdom Fungi. They are heterotrophic eukaryotic organism. Heterotrophic, they cannot prepare their own food due to absence of chlorophyll pigment. So they use decaying organic material as food and are therefore called saprophytes. These organisms are called saprophytes, and many of them have the capacity to become multicellular at certain stages of their lives. They have cell wall made of tough complex sugar called chitin. Normally, the fungal cell wall is made up of fungal cellulose called chitin. Example, yeast and mushroom. Example for fungi, it is yeast and mushroom. Example, Aspergillus, Penicillium and Agaricus. Kingdom Fungi. Because fungi has given separate status because they are non-chlorophyllous structure as they cannot prepare their own food and they show only heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and that heterotrophs they may be parasite, mostly saprophyte, and then they show symbiotic association. Right? So example, Aspergillus, Penicillium, Agaricus. Example, kingdom Fungi. I hope you understand. The next one, some fungal species live in permanent mutually dependent relationship with blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, and such relationship are called symbiotic. The phenomenon called symbiosis when both the partners are mutually benefited, that is symbiosis. And the symbiotic life form, they are lichens, they are formed of algal and fungal filaments. And these slow growing, large colored patches, they are growing as patches on the bark of the trees. It is lichens. So lichen, best example for symbiotic association. And also it is said when there is more pollution in the atmosphere, especially air pollution, appearance of these lichens on the bark of the tree, that will show the nature of the pollutant. So it is said like lichens or lichens are the natural indicator of the pollution. I hope you understand. Then kingdom Plantae, they are multicellular eukaryotes with cell wall. Kingdom Plantae, they are multicellular eukaryotes with the cell wall. They are autotroph and use chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, where they take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, water from the soil through root system, and then in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll present in the leaf. This is for autotroph. Plants can prepare their own food. Right? So all the plants included are autotrophs, and they are mostly visible form. Kingdom Plantae, most of them are visible forms. So that further we go for Kingdom Plantae in detail for further classification. Same way, Kingdom Animalia, they are without cell wall. Kingdom Animalia, they are without cell wall, and they include organisms which are multicellular eukaryotes and without cell wall. And they are heterotroph, and then they are further classified into different groups as based on the hierarchy: phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Is Kingdom Animalia. Same way, Kingdom Plantae, it is also classified as kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus, species. This is for classification of living organism as 5 kingdom concept proposed by R.H. Whittaker. Ennalam 5 kingdom? Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Monera, Kingdom Protista, Kingdom Fungi, Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. I hope you are able to follow this. For second go through classification, 5 kingdom classification proposed by R.H. Whittaker. Then in the figure as example for animals included under Protista as Paramecium, Amoeba, Euglena. Paramecium, Amoeba, Euglena. Whereas kingdom Fungi, example Aspergillus, Penicillium, Agaricus. I repeat, Aspergillus, Penicillium, Agaricus. Whereas here it is Paramecium, Amoeba, Euglena. Can you? It's given in our textbook. Just go through. Right? Sure. So this is for 5 kingdom classification. Right? Have you understood? Hmm? So here we will go through this just as a introduction, and we have covered five kingdom classification proposed by R.S. Whittaker. And this this flow chart for five kingdom classification is given in our textbook page 85. அதை நீ ஒரு தடவை go through பண்ணு, and example for all this as usual will come in the video screen when we are learning this topic. Right? We will continue with this kingdom Plantae in the next video. We will continue in the next session. Thank you.